Your cough was like. Oh.
Yeah.
You.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the Godzilla film just started.
I was about to say, what? Wait, gotta go.
Godzilla movie.
Oh, yeah. Wrap. Talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, man. Love them Godzilla movies.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Matter of fact, I gotta go see 65. I know that came out last week.
You gotta do what? We're
Go
on,
check
bro.
out
What's up? You
65.
gotta do what? You gotta
Oh,
do what?
shoot. My bad.
You gotta do what?
Gotta go see 65, man. Came out last week, man.
What is that?
The movie. That's the with what's the name? Something Driver, Adam Driver, where he's actually lands on Earth and a long time ago.
He lands on Earth?
Yeah, he's I
I'm
think
gonna have
he's
to write that
some
down.
kind of colonist or
Where is
something.
that at? Is it like Netflix?
No, it's in the movies.
Oh yeah, I haven't gone to the movies since so. And that's the
That's what I'm
title,
saying.
65?
65, bro. Check out the trailer. Looks good. You gotta go
I
see it.
will. Let me write it down because I will.
I might go tomorrow, but since we are live,
Yeah. So
hey
what's up?
Paula, look it up. 65. Check out the trailer. It looks
Wait a
good.
minute. I am I seeing double? Am I seeing double? Oh, I'm just telling you
No,
right now. Click all the way down so look, so you get to see all the color because the light makes it
it's
kind of
still
bright.
too
You
bright.
see it?
It's still too bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got jealous, bro. I had to get
Yeah. When you drop it down low, just to the first light, then you can see all the colors on it. I think it was getting. I think you said
you
you
get
was
low.
getting a huh?
You get low.
No,
Get
but you can
low.
see it. And now you got to turn it so you don't see your light on it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, this is something we should have done before we started. But there you go. But yeah, that's how it worked for me. That's how I had to do it.
I got
So
jealous. Pete can't
I
have all the good stuff.
no, but I thought you was gonna have a lightsaber. I was waiting to
My
see.
lights, no, my lightsaber. I didn't put them up yet. It's gonna be on the wall back there.
Oh no, I thought it was like a lightsaber
Oh
that
no,
said
no, no.
on air.
It's a
I was like,
lightsaber.
that's cool.
I have
Oh,
a
okay.
lightsaber.
So what's up, Blunt?
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing, bro.
Trying a different
So,
way. We start just chatting a little bit, letting people come on in.
yeah. What up,
Um,
Paula? How you doing, Paula? We
yeah.
know it's you with
So
the
are we
curly
ready? Are
teeth.
we ready? You
Yeah,
guys all
man.
ready?
I think they ready.
I think they're ready. Whoever's not ready, well, you should have been ready a week ago.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yeah. You know
Paula
what's
asking,
funny?
what is 65?
You know what's funny, Paula? Like
That's the age when you become a senior citizen.
your name actually comes up right now, Paula. It wasn't like before. It was just saying Facebook
She
user.
probably finally gave it permission. She must
No,
have. That's the
she
only
said
way.
she said she forgot her password. So
Where?
I don't know what happened. You did something right.
Or
But
the
yeah,
update that StreamYard got.
maybe.
Maybe it's
But
something. The ice
yeah,
cream.
65 is the name of the new movie, the Adam Driver movie, where he's some kind of space guy. I think he's like a colony, a human race colony traveling through the galaxy, and he ends up landing on Earth 65 million years ago. And he has to save this little girl. It looks pretty good. Check it out. Check out the trailer. 65. It
Mm,
looks good. I'll probably go see it
mm.
tomorrow. But yeah,
So let's
let's
get
get to
to
the
it.
show.
As you people all know, we had the the candidates running, campaigning all over the place for third vice chair. We had the pleasure for the first time to have him on our show. We had Mr. Caesar on our
Big
last show.
C's. Shout out to Big C's.
Thank you for everybody that joined us, and thank you for everybody that watched and that continue watching.
Yeah.
Um, it was a good show. It was very informative on the things that he does, and we're doing this because we want everyone to get a chance to meet all the candidates. Because, like we said before, you basically know the ones that are in your depot if there's anybody running from your depot. So we had blood. You want to throw the faces up? We had
Um,
the candidates are running is Nas Abdurrahman, who's running for third vice chair. Then we have, of course, Caesar and
mhm.
Mr. Robert Whitaker from Gleason Depot. Oh, by the way, what is it? Nas is from the Jackie Gleason. Caesar is from Flatbush. Whitaker is from Gleason as well. And last but not least, Miss Nakia Howell. Now, Miss Nakia Howell did not confirm for today. She was supposed to come on. Just like Nas had asked to come on, he wanted to come on, but he
They
said he
couldn't make
couldn't.
it. They couldn't
Could
make it. They couldn't make it.
what?
They couldn't
You
make it.
gonna shut me down, aren't you? You're
Yeah,
gonna you,
they couldn't make it.
you're gonna shut
Couldn't
me
be there.
down. Okay. All right. I'm just saying some people are safe right now because Blunt is here.
They couldn't make
Okay, they couldn't make it. Miss Howell the same. Couldn't make it. But anyway, we got to have on our show Robert Whitaker a couple of times,
it. Right.
and as well as Caesar.
Now,
So
let's just say this too,
go
because
ahead, say it because I'm like
it
biting my tongue right now,
yeah,
bro.
because it takes a lot of guts to come on to social media platform and talk to people. And
Mm,
I have to give kudos to both. Well, we know Whitaker can speak. Whitaker can talk. He doesn't have, but it was told to us by Caesar that he had this kind of a apprehension towards speaking with big crowds, and he was nervous because first of all he don't know us from a hole in the wall,
mhm,
and second of all he doesn't really like speaking in front of big crowds and stuff like that. But he swallowed his pride and pushed aside his fears and joined us last week, and I kind of felt like it was a very productive show. I felt like what he put forth for the members was very informative, and he made the race that much harder. So I hope the people who watched it got something out of it. Hope they get to know Caesar, if they, especially if you never met him before, you never ran into him in the depot or whatever, and you got a chance to see him on our show. You got a little piece and understanding of what he's about, so you can make a better informed decision on your vote coming up either today or tomorrow. As far as the other guys are concerned, hey, we extended the olive branch out to them. We gave them the opportunity to come on the show. As you can see, Caesar couldn't even make it today, so we made a special show just for him Tuesday. So we were willing to bend over backwards to give them an opportunity to come on our platform and and give to you what you need to know about them. They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. You guys can make out what you will about that. But
they
for
could
those that did come in,
that we just never have done. I don't think we've ever did a special show with another just because we wanted to,
no, no, never. That was our first
you
time.
know,
Usually we tell them Thursday, and that's what we do
yeah.
on Thursday.
But
But
this we just felt that it was
it was too important
important.
not to have him on there, not to give you guys the
All of them are
opportunity.
important. Any position,
Candidate, yeah,
any candidate is important. But right now, we got this chance to do it this way, and hopefully we could continue.
yeah. What's good, Lloyd? Thanks for joining us again, Lloyd. Appreciate you,
Right.
bro.
So we're sorry for those of you
Yes,
that
sir.
were waiting to see Miss Nakia. She could not make it,
Yeah, unfortunately, she couldn't make it.
but we
So
do.
you have
Yes, Paula, we're
till
gonna be talking about that soon.
yeah.
But we will. We have other things, other issues that we want to talk to you guys about. Let me hold on, because I was trying to hit up Caesar. Was actually watching, trying to watch it, trying to help him out.
What's good, Aaron? Thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
So, if you guys don't know, um, Saturday,
Okay.
what's
We
today?
got.
Thursday. Saturday's the last day to mail out your votes for them to get it in time. So make sure you go ahead and mail your votes out. Seeing here says tomorrow, March
Yeah.
24th
Where's
is
that picture?
the last day. Excuse me. Tomorrow, March 24th is the last day uh to mail out your ballots. Well, wait, let me read this right.
Yeah. Read it right
Ballots-
there.
there you go. Ballots were mailed on March 9th, 2023. If you have not received your ballot by March 15th, please call the TW committee between 9 and 5 at 212-873-6000, extension 2090. Ballots must be returned to us by mail Thursday, March 30th at 8 a.m. So you got, eh, say by
Yeah.
Saturday, it should reach them to give them enough time for the mail, enough time to reach them. Tessa,
So
you saying it's just a cop out? What's
what's going on?
ooh.
What am
Tessa,
I missing? I was reading.
somebody said it's
Thank you,
just a
Danny.
cop out. It might be. Hey,
Where are
you
we seeing that?
Tessa had said that in the comments.
Oh, a cop out about?
I guess for not showing up on the show. I don't know.
Is that
It
it?
could
Is
be.
that what you're saying?
It could be.
Is that what you're saying?
Girl, from your lips to God's ears.
But listen up. Here I have.
Can we take that? Let's take that off
Here
the
you go.
screen. Thank
Here I
you.
have. Here's my ballot. None of the names are checked yet. That's my ballot. And tonight, one of these boxes will be checked. I wanted to wait until we saw all the candidates, as we asked you guys if you could to hold on till after today, um, so you can make a wise decision.
Yep.
And
More informed decision. Get
and
to
here
meet
in Two
all the
Trains of
candidates.
Misfits, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
continue doing that. Every time that we have something like this with candidates, we're going to invite the candidates to come on and talk, and hopefully it could spread the word to other people. But yeah, what were you saying? Where were you at, Blunt?
Well, we got Robert Whitaker in the green room reading.
Yeah, we're gonna bringing him later on. Um, we also have something else. Let's talk about, because it's coming up as well. Lobby Day. It's important, folks. Lobby Day. It's a little bit sad from what we're hearing at the Gleason Depot. I don't know about the other depots, but the Gleason Depot seems to, maybe they're not even close to filling up a bus, and that's sad. This
That's very
is,
sad. You
I
guys could
think,
chime in the comments if you from a different depot other than Gleason. If you know if your buses are full or not, let us know.
yeah, that I would love to know that, just to see how together the union is, because sometimes it might also go from depot to depot. There's some depots I hear that they're just like family. I thought that was Gleason.
That
Used to
used to
be.
be Gleason.
It
I don't know
used
if
to
it is
be for
now, but it
sure.
used to be. Mm,
Definitely was like family.
mm.
And now it's like just a bunch of stepchildren in there. Um, so yeah, lobby day will be on Tuesday, March
Aaron says
twenty
we're
eighth.
good.
Hmm.
Aaron says you guys are good.
Who's good?
Gleason.
Okay, okay, okay. Because from the last I heard, it was hard to fill out a bus. Awesome. Aaron, can you tell me how many buses we got coming out? If you could tell us.
Well, it was never no more than two. If it's more than two, then that's great because it's usually two full buses from Gleason. We got a
Awesome.
comment here. Check this out. If a person is knowledgeable and confident in themselves, they will show for the debate.
Correct. The thing
I
is, it,
agree.
it wasn't a debate,
Exactly.
which makes it even less hard to do. It wasn't a debate. You
It
you
wasn't a
basically were
debate.
giving you our platform to campaign
Yep.
and reach out other people that maybe you did not see during your travels from depot to garages or what have you. that may be watching the show and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't see such and such. No, let me watch this." So yeah, um,
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, if it like at first we wanted it to be a debate, but then nobody wanted to show up for that, so we just made it so that they could just basically come on here and expose themselves to people that they might have not have exposure to,
shout
and
out to Caesar, Mr.
so
Caesar, watching us on YouTube right
yeah,
now. It's
so yeah. Paula, yes, they should be. They should. I believe they will allow you to take the bus from Flatbush, and then you can meet the Gleason group at Albany. You're gonna have to go back with them on Flatbush. So traitor.
now. Can people bring? Now that we have Aaron. Oh, two buses. Did you say it already?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
But I
two
see it too.
buses. You got two buses out of Gleason. Um, Back in the day, God rest Gibson. Remember he would tell people, like people, oh, he knew who was off, and he would wait for them at the crew and say, "Hey, are you coming? We're having the oh, I have to do this, or I have to take care of my kid, whatever." And he would just tell them, bring him with you." So I'm wondering if that is something that's possible to do now for those that maybe have those kind of issues where they have to watch kids or whatever. Because Gibson was all about bring your kids, let them see how you work, let them see what we do, let them see what we fight for. That we're fighting for them, for our families. So
And people brought their kids, and it was great to see that, to see the youth see how union works, because it's important.
now, Parla, you say you're going with
Flatbush.
the Flatbush. How
Mhm.
far are you from Gleason, though?
She's not far. She was close by where you used to live at.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mm.
So I was thinking she was coming like from far away.
Look at Caesar. Cut it out. Caesar, cut it out. It was an honor and a privilege to have Miss. Cut it out, Caesar. Stop it.
5 minutes from I'm reading Facebook. 5 minutes from Facebook. 5 minutes from Flatbush. Okay.
It's a
Ooh.
shame that Miss Keita couldn't be here. What's her last name?
Howell.
How Miss Howell couldn't be
Howell.
here. I can.
Yeah.
It's a shame
Yep.
she couldn't be here.
It is
I
because
would have liked to have met her and have other people meet her too.
and then she would never get the female vote, the woman vote. This is something big that she was running for.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
maybe she feels that she did enough campaigning, right? The same with Nas. Maybe he feels that he did enough campaigning.
mm, uh,
So what are we gonna
mm,
do? Let's
uh,
continue. You had some stories set up in case things like this happen. In the past, we haven't been ready because we're like, oh, we're gonna have guests and whatever, and we don't prepare anything.
yeah.
But
But before we move on to those other stuff, let's finish with this campaign stuff. So might as well end it with Whitaker, and
oh, you want to bring him
we
in
can
now?
let's bring him in now, and then we could go on to, if we have time.
That's why I was gonna bring him in towards the end. But what time is it
No,
now?
it's
Yeah.
already
Okay.
7:18.
Get him in.
Yeah,
Get him out. Get him
mm,
in. Get him out. Oh wait,
yeah,
he's getting up. He's getting
yeah.
something.
He's getting himself ready. He got his
He's putting
million
on his
dollar home
makeup.
in the
Right.
background.
His eyelashes are
Yeah,
good. Okay.
yeah,
He's doing his
lipstick and
hair.
stuff.
He
Yeah.
got his piano in the back, all tuned up. Okay, I think we're ready. You want to bring
I
him in?
think he's talking to his maid right now to move out
Yeah.
there.
It's like
You know,
I
the guy's
told you I
bringing in the
wanted.
big bucks.
I told you I wanted my bread toasted. Go make me another sandwich.
So fix me a
Rob
sandwich.
Whitaker.
Welcome in. Let's welcome him in. Wait, let me get this off the screen. Let me bring him in, Pete.
Yep. You told me.
Yeah,
Boom.
there he
Mr. Whitaker.
Good evening, Miss Fellows. How are you?
I'm good, man. I was a little weary about bringing you back because you take up the whole show. But you cannot say that you came here and you did not campaign. You took advantage of the situation,
Listen,
as well you should,
as
bro. As well you
everybody
should.
should have been doing.
Mm.
You know,
Caesar, by the way, Caesar was one that he had said that he probably would not be able to have more than 10 minutes on a
Oh yeah,
live
yeah, right. He did say
because
that,
he
right?
wasn't sure that he would be able to do all this again because of the fears that he have, never known us or whatever.
What
But I guess
happened
he
with that,
felt
Caesar?
comfortable,
Yeah, yeah. That
and
10 minutes went by fast,
yeah,
huh?
we have maybe 2 minutes left of the hour until we cut off. So
Yeah, it was great.
yeah,
It was
listen,
great.
unfortunately, this digital age now, you got to use everything you can.
Aaron.
Um, really, Aaron.
Mm.
But you got to use what the tools you have. Especially because it was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that's what really made this even more important because a lot of people didn't even know there was a race going on, and not only that, they didn't even know who was running. Yeah, Tessa, that's funny you
A couple of
mentioned that.
people at the depot today stopped me about that, asking me about Caesar. Somebody said, "Oh yeah, he's my boy. I know him from Flatbush. He was on the show. Oh, I didn't see him." And asked me for the link.
So
And today,
guys,
yeah, we got a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of new subs. So
Like Caesar told us, he's not on Facebook. He doesn't do social media, but I think we convinced him to start. So you might be seeing more of Caesar after today,
Um,
after yesterday. But go
he
ahead,
asked,
go ahead.
yeah,
he asked me about it when you guys approached him. And I said, yeah, they're cool people. They're not like going to throw you under the bus. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
I got to say that I want to say that we are. I wanted to say in the beginning that Two Transit Misfits is the only neutral transit page right now. By neutral, I mean that we could have people from any party. We could have people from any other groups, that they have their own agendas on what they want to do because you go into them and you might get attacked or whatever. I'm going to say we are the only neutral place where you could absolutely come here, speak your mind, and not be judged. You'd be judged by the commentators.
Even if we don't like you,
Yeah, you feel like we'll always give you that respect,
you get the respect in the platform. You
and,
say what you
and,
got
and
to
that's
say.
it. We're
Then we
not
talk
going
behind your
to
back.
That's
Nah,
exactly.
no, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't.
that's actually
Yeah,
why originally when I had approached you with the idea of about the debate, you know what, you guys have always been fair, and that would have been
thank
a
you,
good
thank you.
thing. But it is what it is now. Go
Rob, we got a question already for you, brother.
ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
It's from Tesla St. Louis. Says, good evening, Rob. I was very disappointed in you on Tuesday for not supporting RTO. Why?
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, so let's
take a breather. Oh, here we go.
tell me.
Let me go make some coffee now. I'll be back.
All right, hold on. Let's give him the platform.
Give him the platform.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I would have loved to, but at the time being, the TA Surface morning meeting was being held at that time, and at this meeting on Tuesday, we discussed a variety of things about the contract and all. And while I would have loved to have been there, I wanted to make sure that TA Surface was fully prepared uh, for the next contract, which was always important, and
Mm.
also to find out what was going on with Lobby Day. I have to be prepared in order to move forward. And well, like I said, I would love to. If they were still there when I left the AM meeting, I absolutely would have supported it. If they were there, if I had gotten there before the PM meeting, I would have supported them too. Um, it's not that I don't support RTO. Um, it's just I needed to make sure I made the meeting. So I'm sorry why you're disappointed that you don't think I felt I supported RTO. I do. RTO has to figure out their own issues with their VP and all, and Trammell. And as soon as Trammell, this happened at Bedford Park, I actually reached out to somebody who knew Trammell pretty well, and I checked on him to see how he was doing. I opened my arms. If he needed anything, by all means, please let me know. I always help. But you did see me there as I was again. We both walked past there, but I had to go. I wanted to go up to the AM division meeting, which was this last Tuesday. Like I said, I'm sorry you're disappointed about that, but I do support them. I support every union member. Period. End of story.
End of story.
All
Boom.
right.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. I hope that answered your question, Tesla.
Yeah. Ooh, answer somebody. Answer a few questions.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
Whitaker, let me ask you something. Um, that we were planning on talking about this. Do you remember this right here? Let me put it on the screen. Do you remember this?
Well,
Yes.
Okay. Um,
you have to fill everybody else in, though.
yeah. Oh well. Also, the local had their own. So this was a what do you call it?
A
A
coalition to get
survey.
just
A survey. This was a survey. So the TA came up with a survey where they asked some questions, and then you had a spot where you could write what things you would like to have changed for the contract. And then there was a group. Um, I think,
CA Map Store United Coalition.
yeah, and they came up with this where they created their own survey, and they had like a lot more information, a lot more questions, and this was all supposed to be sent to that last meeting. You remember Whitaker,
yes.
where from what I heard, they never put any mics for people to ask questions, which
Right.
they
I
were
heard about
saying
that
that that
too.
was what was going to happen. Even I was, oh, you should go because these issues that you're having, you could go there and you'll be able to vent and say what's on your mind about certain issues, like with me with the ABA and the other things that I would have wanted to talk about. But from what I heard, nothing like that happened. So nobody got a chance to talk about the issues. And what happened to the survey? From what you know, do you
Uh,
know anything?
I don't know because I wasn't directly affiliated with the survey, but I understand they had some good data. I don't know if the local actually has that data. Um, but it would probably be more locally for TA Surface. But
Okay.
again, you'd have to ask the people that actually ran that survey. But supposedly they got a good part, a good tribe of votes. Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, but just so you know, I spoke with Joe Campbell. Well, I didn't speak to. I texted him and he texted back, and we asked him if he could come on tonight, but he can't come on tonight. But he said he's going to put something together. I asked him about it to follow up with it. So within the next week or so, we should have something about that and see where that goes.
So maybe we could have him on the air.
Yeah, hopefully we could get him on the show so you could hear from the horse, because we don't want to just tell you about it. We'd rather have you hear it from the horse's mouth.
Hmm. And
So
I'm just wondering if this is something that could also be brought up at the meeting that's coming up.
go check this out. From I don't know if Tesla. When we ever have a Tesla, I think Tesla's new, but I really appreciate you putting these comments in, brother. Since we are all MTA workers, when bus driver got stabbed, he came out in his support, so surface.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree with you. So I'm not
yeah.
saying no. I was just it was just right now at this particular point. I wanted to make sure I made it to the TA Surface Division meeting so we could hear what was being demanded and also what the itinerary is for lobby day. So, like I said, I would have loved to have been there, and I probably would have if I didn't have TA Surface division meetings. I mean, we only get so many meetings uh, for contract and all. So, like I said, I supported whatever RTO wanted to do. Um, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation uh, that happened in RTO. Unfortunately, the investigation will happen and appropriate actions will need to be taken. But if you
Right.
saw recently, they turn around and put a security alert out on the VP of RTO, who isn't
That was
allowed.
that was legit. That was a legit
Yeah,
thing, not just a foot.
that was, I believe that was,
Hola.
um, I believe
Heads will roll after the show.
uh, that was a legit. Well, as far as I know, everything on that paper is a legit thing.
Okay.
But that usually means they don't trust that person to be on property.
Okay. So yeah. So Tesla says none of you can, including you. This is the one. This Tesla. This
Tessa
is
is,
crazy
is
because
swing coming out swinging.
Um,
Tesla coming out
this is
swinging. That's
one of the
good though.
reasons that we
See?
started this show. It's just like one of the main. What let me backtrack this real quick because the first of all, Next Plus Please, which is our sister page on Facebook. So if you're not on that, please go subscribe. Not subscribe. Go follow us over there and join that group. That was started because Pete wanted to have a page where us operators, because we always pass each other by in the depot, and we don't really know each other. So he wanted to make a page where everybody can come together and know each other. And then we started this show, and then we started this actual Facebook and YouTube
Well,
channel.
We've
well,
moved
But
on.
I will tell you this to you guys. Thank you for starting this platform because at least you know what you have some way to get some information.
yeah, it like I was saying, but it grew to be bigger than us. Like we see that it wasn't just the depot where we don't really know each other. It's all over transit, and then it's like different departments fighting with different departments because they don't like it. It's like we all work for the same company. So this is actually way bigger than just one depot. This is all of transit. This is why we want to get everybody to watch the show because it's not only just transit, it's life outside of transit. It's sometimes you don't always want to hear about transit business. You want to have some stuff to have fun with, to take your mind off of the what you said in the song. I can't remember what you said off the everyday
The everyday
struggles.
BS.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a good thing. So and let's get back to the
But I want to throw this up there real
yeah,
quick because
because
Michael Enriquez chimed
yeah,
in
that's what I wanted to
the
get to. Yeah.
about the survey. He said, in fact,
This
around
is
nine.
this is an update, guys. Mike Enriquez is one of the
Oh,
creators
I'm
of,
sorry.
if
This
not
was
the creator.
first.
Right.
This was first.
Right.
We submitted the results of the leadership with the members' information redacted as promised. Because
Right.
Michael
So
Enriquez, I believe
nobody's
he's one of the top guys that created
yeah,
that
I
survey,
created and put it help
one
put
of the
together.
brains behind the survey,
Right.
and
So
he
this is one. So
continues
this is the horse's mouth, and he can change with this.
and he
In fact,
continues with,
900 members across.
got it?
Submitted survey. I'm sorry. In fact, around 900 members across all departments submitted surveys, which is great. All departments. In TA service, we had around 155 responses, which were presented at the three dots. I guess we'll have to continue next
Or
week.
um, well,
At that meeting, I'm guessing at that
Yeah.
meeting that they had 900 members. That's still
Okay. All right. So first of all,
mm.
let's just break that down real quick. That in itself, it's a
That's
good
right,
effort.
Enriquez.
It is a good effort. 900 people is better than zero. But
Yeah,
when you look at the full picture, the bigger picture, we have what 40,000
like 40,000. Yeah.
40,000 employees in transit. So
I think
is
30. I think it's 38,000 that are actually out of local 100 because you got to remember there's 40,000 in the transit, but not everyone's local 100. What Staten
right.
Island is ATU and Queens is ATU as well.
Okay.
Okay.
We're roughly.
So
We're
38. That's still
roughly.
a really big number.
Can we round it up or should we round it down? But not. But okay, it's all right. But like in the bigger picture, 900 is it's like minimal.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Like it's not really enough. It's good. It's a good start, but it's like me and Pete was talking before the show. It's like everybody in transit feels disenfranchised. Nobody wants to take part in things anymore, and the union is going to suffer because of that. The union will
We have
suffer
been.
because of that.
We have been for a few years now.
No,
We have
I,
been,
it's
and
sad.
it's getting worse. And I know,
Yeah.
Blunt, you said yesterday that you see the future of the union,
It's
uh,
in good hands because you have
but I
people
don't
like
know
my
about that. I
well,
don't know because it starts that way, and it's like because there's people above that control certain things,
but if you think
and they
about
put
it,
stop to these things, and these guys got to be like really strong, like gung
right?
ho.
They are.
They
You
got to
see
be
that?
gung ho.
You're looking at people like Michael Enriquez, like Robert Whitaker, like
Mhm.
Danny Cruz.
Martinez.
Danny Cruz, Martinez. These are people that are working outside of the union on
Mm.
their own on their own nickel and dime, and they doing that despite of the union. So without them, you think about if they weren't doing what they doing, where would this union be right now? It'd be in total shambles.
And the
So
truth of the matter, that 900 number, I think that there's probably more than what TA's surveys got.
yeah,
I,
and
I
this is
bet
another
I
factor
bet
that
it's a lot more than what the TA service got.
yeah, a lot of people feel intimidated and not to fuck because they feel like their name's gonna go down and pass, and all management's gonna retaliate against them. Let me just say this. Hold on, hold on.
Mm.
Before I say this, where is it? Folks, give me 1 second to look this
Oh,
up.
I
Where is
got
it?
you. I got you,
Where
bro.
is it? You got me?
I
Where is
got
it?
you, bro. I
Because
got
I
you.
don't see it.
I got
It is.
you. Oh, the videos.
No, no. Is it? Is it video? Yeah, it's in the video.
Right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Hold on.
No, that's the guest one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Didn't we
Just put
take it
that.
down?
Put that. No, put that one. The
Right
guest
here.
one. Yeah, yeah. Just take a second to read this. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to get tagged with that.
Okay.
Mm.
So now that disclaimer's out the way, for the people that feel intimidated that they can't participate in something that's gonna brighten and make your future better, even if you're not gonna be a part of it, it's gonna make the future of TWU better. Grow some fucking balls. They can't do shit to you. Sorry, YouTube, we're gonna get demonetized for it, but they can't do
We're
shit to
good.
you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly, it's a survey. You take a survey and you submit it. They're not gonna pull you off your bus. They're not gonna pull you off your route. Say, hey, why did you say? First of
You
all,
know,
those
this could have
people who are entitled that made it, they redacted the information that come back to you. So you have nothing to worry
but
about.
you know, this could come on the same way like Caesar came into our show that doesn't know us. So there could be people that either don't like that group that created that survey or don't trust that group that created the survey. You know, they feel a little iffy about it. So they was like, no, I'm not gonna fill it. So that could be one of the other reasons, and not just, be scared of retaliation because I
Let me
mean, we
tell
have
you
the right to
something.
speak our
I
mind,
I get that. I get that.
you know.
And
But
let me
that's what
tell
we
you,
got to change. That's the
yeah,
thing that we got to change.
you
All this
can't
thing
worry
about
about
I don't like you because you're from this group. I don't like you because
you
no,
can't worry
we
about shit like that. If
it's a
it's for the
local.
union, go for it. When I went to Tramel's rally, and I said this before, when I went to Tramel's rally that he had for the conductor that got punched in the face over in East New York, I got so much heat for going to his rally because he's progressive action. And the heat came down on me hard. You know what I said? I said, listen, that I didn't go there to mainly support Jamel, but he's having the rally because a conductor got punched in the face, and that needs to stop. If Jesus Christ would have threw the goddamn rally, I would have went. It didn't matter who threw it. It was to go there and support the fact that we can't keep having people assault our workers. So everybody should have been there. I don't give a fuck if it was Jamel who threw it or JP who threw it. It didn't matter. It wasn't about who's throwing it. It's about what happened to a worker. So all that other stuff was just whatever. I don't care. You could be
And
mad at
those that
me. I
were
don't care.
above Trammell should have supported, should have
They
been
should have
there.
supported that.
They should have been there. But again, as I've noticed in past things and things that I've done also, if it doesn't come from the union itself, you won't get the support. If you're trying to do something yourself for the membership, if it's not coming from those guys pulling the strings up there,
But you know how you can
you
stop
don't get the
that?
support.
You know how you can
Vote
stop
them
that
out.
real quick? Not even that.
That's it.
Not even vote them out. If
Yeah.
somebody does something that's for the union and the union itself didn't back them, if everybody still backs them anyway, guess who's going to show up to the party afterwards? When they see 1,000 people showed up to that rally or that meeting that they didn't throw, guess whose ears going to perk up and say, "Hey, maybe we need to get in on that. Maybe
Mm.
there's something going on." If more people show support for things that are for the union, they have no choice but to come to and support it also.
I would
Yeah,
say I would say a couple things. First of all, a lot of politics is being played, and that's unfortunately where people are getting turned off in the union. Instead of the union being for what it's for, it's for the people. Okay, it's become politics,
right.
unfortunately,
It's
and
become politics.
it's become a failure of leadership, unfortunately, and people are
There you
turned
go
off.
with that word. Go with
It,
that word. Whitaker, I don't call them leadership. But go ahead.
What is it
listen,
again? What is it again?
it's a
They're
failure of leadership.
they're no, they're not leaders. They're elected officials.
Yes, but you know what? I always think of it this way: not all union leaders, union officials, are leaders, but all
I
good,
appreciate you correcting yourself, bro. I appreciate that. Go
but but
ahead.
but all leaders can be union officials because you know what? They're leaders.
You're absolutely right. And until they earn that respect of being a leadership, they will always be union officials in my eyes. You know who was a leader? Gibson.
Absolutely.
Gibson was a leader. Let me tell you, I seen Gibson pull people in the office with people he cannot stand and still give 110% for them and give them the respect that they asked for. And when they walk away, he turn around and say, I can't stand that motherfucker. But you
Mhm.
never know it if you didn't see that.
And I gotta tell
Because
you,
he'll
I
still fight
myself,
for you 100%.
Gibson did things for me out of his work office, out of that union office, that till now, like I don't think anybody else would have done. Helped me. He shared information with me. He even had sent me a disc about information, issues that I was going through, and he was calling me from his house while I was home to talk to me about it. So he would take time on his own family time to call me and help me with issues I was having. So he kept it like that. And he would come back to you later on and ask you
Yep.
how did it
He
go.
always followed through.
Follow through
So
exactly.
Michael Enriquez, first of all, I want to thank you for putting out the survey and doing what you do. You, Danny, Rob, all you guys. Again, I keep saying the future's in good hands with you guys. Continue doing what you're doing. Maybe you could get together with Joe and give us a full update for the people when you get a chance. Put something together. You know how to do that social media stuff too, so I know you could put together a video or whatever that
Yeah.
we could post on our show.
Well, we
So we
definitely want to
appreciate you
find
guys.
out whatever happened with that. I know you
Yeah,
said you
we
sent
not
that,
gonna let it die. We know that you guys put a lot of work into that,
and we
and
want to
so we
know
want to make
what
sure.
the people that took it are doing about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we make sure it goes somewhere.
So let's give you some update that came out of the TA Surface Division meeting here.
Okay.
Um, the which hasn't yet been voted on by the executive committee. So these are just proposals. The main tables is obviously significant wage increases, more money for dental, more money for healthcare, more money for all of that type stuff. So that was all good. That's a lot of that stuff is here. Um, some of them we're talking about was more personal days, 2 additional personal days or health wellness days. You know, as far as the departmentals are concerned, they were talking about that. You know what? We need at least a 50. If you're making a relief, they want to see a 59-minute meal, a guaranteed 59-minute meal. Um, they want again more wellness days. They wanted to add the 10 minutes uh, to your second half so you could do a proper pre-trip because they've been known for a while that the MTA robs us out of that 10 minutes for your second half. And I encourage anybody, do yourself a favor. Don't go down to the yard check until you're supposed to pull out and do a proper pre-trip. That's on the MTA. They know better than that. They're actually in violation of the law. So those are just a few of the things. Again, these are just proposals. Um, they want to add, instead of having the 3-minute stand time at the end of the line, they want to make it 5. I had put in a demand, you know what? You need at least a 10-minute stand time at the end of the line. You got to adjust these schedules. Because you know what? You technically should do a post trip on the outside, a post trip on the inside. You know what? then you need to go use the bathroom, especially here. Um, so that was what a lot of stuff that was talked about at the division meeting when it came to the contract. Now we don't know exactly what was what the exact agenda is, um, or the official agenda is for lobby day, but it's obviously going to be tier 6. They're also going to do now that amendment to amend the Taylor law, that was produced by State Senator Jessica Ramos. So I know they want to push that. But I don't know, again, still to this day, what else is on the agenda. Who is going to see what? Who of the groups are going to go see those people on the individual committees? But I know what I'm doing. I already have 4 appointments scheduled.
So you want to fill us in on that?
I'm sorry?
You want to fill us in on what you're doing? Maybe you can have your own group go with you, or maybe you can have people come follow you.
By all means, as many people as there. I'm going to go see William Colton. He's one of my assembly people. I'm going to go see my state senator, uh, who was just appointed. We lost Peter Abadi out of the assembly. Uh, so now taking over for him is taking his place in the legislature will be the person that actually works for Peter Abadi, who's going to be in the state senate. So I'm going to go see her, talk to her. She's on the transportation committee and the labor committee. So is Colton. Colton's also on the transportation committee and on the labor committee. Okay, so we got to go talk to them about what? First of all, about the bus redesign, which is going to strip time out of our pockets, money out of our pockets. But you know what? Let's get them on record that they support tier 6. Let's get them on here to support the amendment to the Taylor law. You know what? Tell us what you stand for, and then hold them accountable. And if anybody knows William Colton, he bashes the MTA every time he gets. He jumps all over them, all crazy. So these are people we need to get on board and say, you know what? We'll help you, but you need to help us too. I'm also gonna go see another assembly person. I forgot where my list is.
Robert, you're saying is this open to the public? Where you
What?
gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's lobby day. Talking
what
about.
if no, I'm not talking about lobby day. I'm talking about where he goes to see these people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm
Uh,
doing that in lobby
the,
today. But I go, like I said, I go
the
to see
community,
the
uh,
community board. I go to see
right,
the senator. I go to see the assembly person.
right. So why can't you post those things up, and maybe there could be some operators that could go with you.
By all means. See, the thing is, I don't want the union to turn around and say that I'm not doing what they want. Okay, I can't unfortunately tell the union what they want to do or don't want to do. I
Right.
can tell you, and I offered it to Aaron. I said, Aaron, what do you want me to plan for you guys? Because I can figure that out real quick. Um, Here, just like the city councilman I saw 2 weeks ago when Ron Carter put up a post online saying to get involved when it came to the bus redesign. Okay, I said to him, "What have you guys done to turn around and protect the membership and protect the public from this?" I says, "Check. You said get involved. Here's my city councilman. I took a picture outside of his office. Oh, I'm here on my way to city councilman. But you know what? People are so disenfranchised by the union, the big picture and also the local picture, because so much politics is being played. I can't worry about politics. I could just worry about getting things done.
Can
And
we can we
I
clear the
do.
air? Can we clear the air about something real quick,
Sure.
Mr. Whitaker? And Paul, Pete. I got to call Paul. He must be talking about me. This whole lobby day has this big stigma about it, you know. And I just want to clear the air on this. When we go to lobby day, it's to talk to the legislators about issues that the union has. And you probably heard stories about lobby days all shits and giggles. It's not. It's not. When we go to lobby day, it's to talk to legislators. There are a bunch of people who go there that break off in groups and see certain people. If you happen to go to lobby day and the elected official who's in charge of the bus that you're on doesn't assign you to a legislature, a couple of legislatures to see, you can find somebody like Robert, you can find somebody like Roberto Chico, you can find somebody like Cherry Chocolate, who actually takes it seriously and finds legislators to go and talk to about real issues. So when we go up there, it's all serious business. And you might hear stories about parties and stuff like that. That's after the fact. After everybody's done the work that they're supposed to do on the way home, it's a different story.
Absolutely.
Going up there, it's all business. It's not fun and games until after you visit your legislators, after you do. There are some times, there have been one or two times where it seemed like a fucking joke, but that's not the majority of the time. The majority of the times is to get work done. So can we just stop with that bullshit and let's get to lobby day and get the stuff done that we're supposed to be doing because the union is crumbling before your eyes. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah,
Rent.
Listen, by all means.
Yeah.
Richard Thorne. Okay, Richard Thorne is one as well. There should be some in every group. There's at least one or two. That's why I was going to tell you, Pete. Since you're going, I would love to go. If you're
You
going,
can.
make sure you rock
Why
with
can't
Berto
you?
Chico. I don't know. I wasn't invited, but
But you
make sure
don't
you
have to
rock
be
with.
invited.
You
Make sure
you
you rock with
Haven't you
Roberto
been to
Chico.
other ones? You've been to other
I
ones.
I've been to one since I've been out. I've been to one. Yeah, since I've
Exactly.
been out. But I used to go every year. I would go every year. But
and you
it's one
and
since
you
I've been out.
and you technically still
We'll see with Aaron. We'll speak to
you,
our depot
you're,
chairs. You got a spot.
Oh,
um I'm not sure if Gleason may have spots. I don't know what their count is at the moment.
Mm.
But if you're a retired member, you're still entitled to go. So it doesn't matter. You could still go. You know what?
the
Just show up.
last the last time I went with my scooter because I can't really walk that far, so I had to go with my scooter.
Yeah, that's
They
some
put they
um,
put the scooter underneath the bus, and yeah, we had a great time. We had a great time. It was cool. It was cool. I kind of miss you guys, so it was good to go out there and still do my duty as a member.
Well, you're
Even though
right
I'm.
here with me, so I mean, I didn't know. I mean, if they could bring guests, then
Mm.
I pick you up.
Oh, thank you, Paula. I appreciate Paula says I could be her. I could be her guest. I don't know, Pete. You got competition, bro.
Well, I mean, if you want to go to Paula, go with Paula, and I'll bring you to Paula. What the hell are you doing? What the?
really.
This is going to hold. Leave it
Whole
to
different
blunt.
show.
Leave it to blunt to just turn this to something else.
Oh my God.
Bow, chicka, bow,
Paula,
bow.
Paula has beautiful teeth, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
Listen, it's
That's a
all
nice compliment.
Yeah. All right,
Whitaker,
so
what do
let's
you?
get back to
What
Whitaker.
are we
Yeah,
done with that? I want to ask Whitaker something real quick because we're
yeah.
running
Go
out of
ahead.
time.
Yeah,
Whitaker, I
mhm.
seen this post and I want to see what you think about it. About the right for us to strike.
Mm.
okay. So
Where is it? Where is
So
it?
he's waiting on. First of all, let
I'm
me ask you, Whitaker, how much you make on the run with all that piano shit you got going on back there? I know. I'm just joking. Go ahead, Whitaker. Read that. Read that. Read
that's him knowing the community board. He knows too many of the
that.
community boards.
okay.
Um, I read some of it because I don't know if you could see it there.
I
But
know
the top says transit workers would have the right to strike under state legislation introduced by Senator Jessica
Ramos. I already said that
Ramos,
she introduced it on the side.
District 13 in Albany on whatever Thursday, like March 16th of 23. Assemblywoman Stacy Pfeiffer Amato introduced a
Pfeiffer.
bill in the assembly. So what do you say about this? Is this something? Do you see a possibility for this?
Well, yeah, it's a possibility, but we have to be able to put enough pressure on those to vote yes. See, under the last uh, legislature, you had what they call the Independent Democratic Caucus, who was basically voting the way of the Republicans. So you could never get anything through over there. You don't have that as much anymore. So we have a solid, strong group. but we got to make sure we get them on record. Basically, what happened was in 2011, the International Labor Organization, after the 2005 strike, turned around and said they said the Taylor law was not correct in that process.
Mm.
At the time, John Samuelson was the local president, and James Little was the international president. And there's a letter that goes around that's saying that Samuelson wanted to sue over the Taylor law, and that James Little wanted him to get the ILO decision enforced. Well, that it's been so many years. They've been sitting on this. Now that Samuelson is now in the international, okay, he's been in the international how many years? And he had Utano, which is somebody that was close to him. My question here is, why did it take so long for him now that being at the international to turn around and take the steps to get that introduced? We should have had this a long time ago. But actually, if you read the actual law, that the way it's set up, do you know that the Long Island Railroad and Metro North are under federal guidelines, and they have a right to strike if you have a cooling off period and all that? It's going to be basically going to give us the same rights that the Metro North and the Long Island Railroad would have
Mm.
here.
Shouldn't we have that anyway with the Me Too clause?
Yes, but the problem is we don't.
It's like
But that was under that was even before that they had that even before the Me Too clause. The
right.
Me Too clause was to keep, in case Long Island Railroad and Metro North negotiated a higher wage pact, that we would get the wage pact.
Right.
But this is unfortunately something that they should have done years ago with the ILO decision, and that's what nobody understands. They've been sitting on this for years. So, granted, now it's 2023. Do you honestly think it's gonna? It may not help us in this one. I don't think, because I don't know if they're going to be able to get it through in time before the contract expires. But it may help us in future contract negotiations. So I applaud them to finally taking the steps to get that, but they should have done it earlier. And that's unfortunately a failure of leadership all across the board. When Samuelson wanted, and here they should have, when he took over the international, that should have said, you know what, let's go do this. This is what we want to do, but they didn't.
All right, Rob, we're going to end it with this because we're out of time. Um, I'd like you to, if you have anything to say to the rest of the candidates, the one that came in and those that did not show up, um, any last words you have to say to them?
So, yes, first of all, I have no issues with any of them. It's just personally, you know what, this election should be about leadership. I see leadership in a different way than they do. So please, I don't have any personal issues with them. I welcome. They should do this all the time. Get people involved. I don't. I want somebody that's going to be here for the membership, the leadership. That's actually going to show leadership. So,
Okay.
and including Nas said, compare their record. Compare what their record of Nas, where he voted on the e-board. You know what? Consider all the stuff that I've done, the stuff that Caesar's done. When you go to vote, I ask anybody else that has a question that wants to ask me a question. I encourage you to do it.
Okay.
You know what?
So with that said, we're gonna get going. Thank you again. Thank you for joining. I know we could continue, but another late time. I want to thank everyone that watched. Robert Whitaker for joining us. Mr. Who's calling me? Mr. Caesar. And good luck to all the candidates. Remember, Saturday's the last day that you could have to send out for your what is it? To send out to get
Ballots.
your ballot.
You want to
Um,
make sure. You just want to make
uh,
sure you want to make sure you get the mail enough time to get there in the mail.
right.
But let me just
And Blunt,
let me,
we got to go. Blunt, you have
no,
any last thing to say?
tomorrow is the last day
We heard Saturday.
for replacement votes.
Okay.
Oh,
Blunt, any
replacement
last words?
votes.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. We good, man.
All right,
I think it was
folks.
a good
So
show.
thank you. We'll catch you on the next one. Whitaker, you hang tight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't go nowhere.
Thank you.
Don't go
Thank
nowhere.
you for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody that wrote in on the comments. We appreciate your comments. We always appreciate your comments, man.
And with that said, I'm Broken Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt.
That's the end of our show.
Yep. Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Not everybody.